Hello? Hello, can anyone read me? I thought I heard something on this frequency. I thought I heard voices. Listen, I'm not sure where I am. I'm in a room. It's very dark, but I think I can see an Aga. Or maybe just another old-fashioned kitchen hob. It could be 70s. I don't know. Please signal back immediately. Please, if you read me, please signal back. Because I've been here a very long time now, and I have this dreadful feeling like it might be Crowley time.
Crowley time!
Hello, and welcome to Crowley Time with me, Tom Crowley. With me, Tom Crowley. It's a tumultuous time for human history. At the moment, things that seemed to make perfect sense only a few years ago now seem mad and violent. It's harder and harder to attach value to these things and live your life by them, as we almost unthinkingly once did. And people ask, in the history books in years to come, what will come to define this time? What time is it? Is it the time of the internet? Is it the time of reactionary right-wing politics? Is it time for dinner? Metaphorically or literally? Well, I can offer at least a temporary answer. For the time being, at least, for the duration of this episode, it's Crowley time. And for that, you can thank me later. Very good, all seems to be in order. And finally, what would you say is your greatest fault? Oh, probably caring too much, really. Ho, 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 ho. Wonderful. Well, thank you for coming in. My pleasure, Mr. Jacobs. There was just one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, absolutely, anything. Take a look at these pictures. But these are... Just tell me, what's going on here? Oh, that's my local food bank. I volunteer there sometimes at weekends. And here? That's my nephew. Isn't he beautiful? I babysit for him sometimes. You know, we pulled these photos from social media. They were publicly available. Yes? You realize all new hires here have to demonstrate not just their ability, but also that they're invested in the company's ethics, its identity. I don't understand. Leanne, this is a party company. A what? A party company. Everyone in this office is 100% dedicated to getting as wankered as possible, as often as possible. I don't, In these pictures, I see a wholesome young woman with varied interests and an active social life. Yes, I suppose. Do you really think that's the sort of person we're looking for here? Sorry, so you're saying you'd prefer... What do the top companies in the country all have in common? I'll tell you. They all consist of the best and the brightest of a generation getting wholly fucked up every night. Now, some people might suggest that this just helps with staff morale. Does it help? But they're wrong, Leanne. Dead wrong. You can put the greatest minds in the country in a room together, but if they're not willing to get lit up out of their heads, you're just looking at some nerds in a box. So these activities, you think they help with innovation? On that front, Leanne, I have no idea. We could have studied it, we didn't. Where getting shit-faced really helps is in the field of not being a total square. I interviewed one man last week, a young fellow. He had the CV, and in terms of putting together a project schedule, he was faultless. But could I see him doing 7 tequila shots in a row in spume? Not in the least. Sorry, what's spume? It's the club down the road. They have a no cufflinks, no coke, no service policy. It's completely ideal. Look at this office. Look around you. We were all down there last night. Today, I've got breath like a sickly dachshund. Clive over there can't see, Deborah in accounts wishes she was dead, and Steve from marketing is dead. Oh, no. Oh, yes, Leanne. So I'm asking you, do you really think you have what it takes to get monstrously bollocksed alongside the best that this company has to offer? I suppose? Oh, I suppose isn't going to cut it, Leanne. Come on, shots. No, I think this interview is over now. All right, Leanne. But tonight, when you're home knitting a onesie for a kitten or whatever it is you do in the evenings, just think about me drinking this entire bottle of vodka by myself. In fact, think about it in the lift. I'm going to start now. Okay, bye. Bye now. Brian, send in the next candidate. I think there was blood in that one. These are the diaries of Link Tangent, space cartographer, faithfully maintained and preserved in case I die suddenly on the toilet or something and people want to know what I've been up to. Link's log, space year 2. Alighted on the planet Doghair 6 to refuel my space petrol tank and the peanut butter taps in the rec room. The people of Doghair 6 are bipeds with a human-like respiratory and circulatory system, and they all, completely by chance, look exactly like tall, slim, buxom women, only green. After 1.5 space years wandering alone in the cosmos, mapping out my journey, this created an odd stirring in the pit of my stomach and penis, which I tried to conceal. All the same, I propositioned the Doghairian peanut butter merchant, but was rebuffed. I should have seen it coming. A species consisting entirely of one feminine gender was unlikely to have been attracted to my large gray wiry beard or gentleman's blubber. Also, they reproduce via autonomous cellular mitosis and as such have no genitalia. Somehow I found this even more arousing. Sometimes I wonder if I've been flying the spaceways too long. Suffice to say, I have added Doghair 6 to the list of planets I am no longer invited to visit, alongside Babylon, Bikini Model Prime, and the planet of frogs with tits. Still, as a space cartographer, my charge is clear, and I am satisfied that I can add another planet to our charts. Another small step in my ongoing mission to map my appointed galaxy. This achievement was marred only by the small piece of bad news I received after takeoff on my ship's computer. It was Galactic Central Command, telling me that they'd rejected all my charts so far, as I had failed to incorporate the fact that space is 3D. But how do I chart three-dimensional space on this graph paper? It's a thorny issue, and one which will require much thought. After my peanut butter bath. This is Link Tangent, space cartographer, signing off. Now, where's my flannel? Dinosaurs and man, two species separated by 65 million years of evolution, have just been suddenly thrown back into the mix together. How can we possibly have the slightest idea on what to expect? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You're meant to come down here and defend me against these characters, and the only one I've got on my side is the blood-sucking lawyer. What'd you say? I said the only one No, I heard you, mate. I'm just wondering, what the fuck you meant by that remark? Well, do you know the strings I've had to pull to get this thing moving? There's all the scientists and there's blokes moving the boxes around with the dinosaurs inside. But I'm the power behind the throne, mate. I've been busting my ass for 2 years trying to get this thing off the ground. Do you know how many special licenses you need to build something like this? Dinosaurs, mate. I've had to negotiate whole new areas of building codes because we're talking about animals that haven't existed for millions of years. Yes, I was only... Not to mention the bloody health and safety considerations. I should get a Nobel Prize for the risk assessments I've filled in. And that's for the ones you've made. I still don't know what an iguanodon is, but I'm still figuring out what constitutes due diligence in building its enclosure. Well, an iguanodon... When can I see one? Oh, it's coming. Don't worry about that. Well, I am worried, John. I'm worried we're going to build the fence too low and it'll leap out because that's something it can do, it turns out. I think our friend might have had too much wine. No, John. No. Not this time. Not this time, John. Let them all hear it, your paleo thing friends. Let's tell them all about the hours I spent registering the trademark on the logo for the big writing to go on your front gate. And let's tell them about how we almost had to shut down because that Mexican children's soft play area had the same name and you hadn't been bothered to check. Blood-sucking lawyer? I worked in conservation before this, you know. I was campaigning to save the Siberian white tiger, and then John over here thrusts a check in my hand, says, "Put as many zeros on that as you want, dear boy, we're all going to be rich." You didn't mention having to negotiate the health insurance policies then, but there I was, carbon copying London Zoo's contracts and find replacing Big Cat to fucking Velociraptor. No, you know what? Fuck this. Oh, no, don't go, Donald. We haven't had pudding. Well, you can take your sorbet and stick it up your Mesozoic arse and stick your dinosaur park up there and all. Good luck with it all. Hope none of you lot gets eaten. Best of luck. Well, I'm sorry, everyone. Oh, and the children are here. You've brought children here. What the No. You know what? That's it. I'm done. Bye. Oh, well, it's the stress of, it's getting to him a bit. So, What is everyone's favourite parlour game? Hello, my name's Dr. Douglas Dorkin, and I care about your eyes. No, wait, come back. As a regular contact lens user, I know all the perils and pitfalls involved. Dry eyes, too wet eyes, inside-out eyes, crotchety eyes, and Taylor's pupil. That's all of them. That's why I've invented my patented Dr. Douglas Dorkin's everyday recipe. Made to prescription, disposable, and completely edible. As in, you can eat them, but you shouldn't. A lot of my customers, after shaking my hand for 20 minutes solid and then asking whether I need any of their organs, ask me what my secret is. And I'm happy to tell them. I mean, why not? They don't have a lens engineering facility like I do, so it's not like they're going to go start making their own. What's more, if you take political polling as a sample, the odds dictate that they're probably an idiot. And I'm happy to share my secret with you too, for similar reasons. So here it is. The recipe which has made my everyday lenses the fourth most popular brand in 90% of the world's developed nations. And we're working on Portugal. Oh yes, we're working on Portugal. So, that recipe. Soybean extract. Proteins mixed. Vanilla extract. Glass extract. Essence of bechamel. E numbers 5, 12 and 103. Honeybee fur, lavender syrup, and my own personal contribution, a kiss. It's this fine-tuned combination which makes my lenses so silky smooth. And don't forget, they're fully recyclable if you eat them, which, as I say, you really should not, but you could. Our mail order service offers a monthly subscription of just $19.99. Or you could do what my mum does and bulk buy 2 years' worth in one go for $50. They're guaranteed for 18 months, so those last few weeks are going to feel a little soupy, but the price can't be argued with. Just ask Mum.
Hey?
Nothing, Mum. Never mind.
Douglas, I can't make Alexa work.
We don't have Alexa, Mum.
Hey?
So, if your contact lenses just aren't cupping your eyes as gently as they should be, make it Dorkins. Better than a poke in the eye. Disclaimer, to use Dorkins lenses, you do still have to poke yourself in the eye. May cause bechamel syndrome.
Hey?
There I am, staring him down across the dust road, and he's looking straight at me. And he hollers, "Draw." I'm getting real itchy, but I don't move a muscle. I just says, "Why don't you draw, you yellow belly?" He's looking real riled up, but he doesn't twitch. He just says right back, "Let's see you draw first, dog." So I give him what he's after. I whip out my 2B pencil, and I draws the meanest caricature of him that I ever drawn of anybody. Soon as he saw it, he was a-weeping and bawling. Within an hour, he was on the fast train to Mississippi.
That's quite a story, Joe.
You're the finest illustrator this town's ever seen, Joe. That's right.
To be sure, Joe. I just about reckon that's the tallest tale we'll hear tonight, lads.
I wouldn't be so sure. Well, howdy, stranger. I don't reckon I ever seen you round these parts before.
No, you wouldn't have. I'm out of Illinois. Just got into town.
Glad to have you here, stranger. What line are you in? What's your profession?
I had me a little sign-writing business out there. Calligraphy. Did sign-writing for funeral parlors, banks, my own calligraphy business. Then one day, this fella turns up in town with an automated sign-writing printing machine. All of a sudden, my business goes under faster than a canoe with a big old hole in it.
Well, you'll be fine in this town, son. We've no such thing as automated printing, whatever it is he said, in this town.
No, sir, not in this town. No way.
It's a simple town with simple people.
That's right. This here's a town respects the craft of a man, a hand, a pen, or brush of some description, and whatever he sees fit to employ it upon in the doing of his faithful business.
Yeah, for now. But one day, someone comes along with some fancy new gizmo and runs you right out of business. You never even see it coming. Mark my words. You too, old-timer. One of these days, someone's gonna come along and show you what's what.
Oh, now, lads, let's keep things civil here, can we?
No, barkeep, let the man talk. You think there's some fancy city slicker's gonna come out here with a machine that can draw a better caricature than me?
Yeah, I just about reckon. See, I was the best. And if a machine can take down old Scribbling Hank, I reckon he can give you a run for your money, old-timer.
That's big talk, that is! Yee-hee!
Stranger, that's fighting talk in these parts. I've been the top of my craft for, these last 30 years, and I don't believe there's anybody out there that can outdraw me.
Well, you can think comforting thoughts like that while you're camping out in the desert, sucking on crawdads just to survive when some machine puts you out of business.
Now, lads, let's not get carried away. Who wants another drink?
No, son, let's, make this interesting. I'll stake $20 US I can whip up something fancier than you. Right here, right now.
I've got the paper.
He's gonna do it! Hot damn!
Barkeep, you want to count us down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? We'll see who can put up the goods best.
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to get involved in anything.
Everything's real civil here. Ain't that right, stranger?
Oh yeah, just a couple of guys practicing the art of ink on paper. Nothing wrong with that.
That's right. Nobody has to get hurt. So, barkeep, give us that countdown.
Well, if you're sure.
Wait. 1 second. What's your name, old-timer?
Well, my mammy christened me Joe Carface. Around here, they just calls me Old Joe.
Old Joe. Got it.
Well, if you're ready, lads, then,
Wait 1 second. Hey, stranger. You like, riding a bicycle?
No.
How about, riding around on a little horse?
Yeah. I like riding on a horse.
Great. Barkeep, give us that countdown.
Oh, okay. Well, on your marks, and, 5,
Whoa,
4,
off they go!
3,
Oh,
2,
goddamn!
1.
Done.
All right, here we go.
Not bad. Looks like you captured my eyes.
Yeah, I was focusing on that.
Why don't you take a look at this?
Oh, Mary Joseph, Saints preserve us. That's the most beautiful calligraphy I've ever seen in my life.
Old Joe. Yeah, that's my name, all right. And yeah, that is some real fine calligraphy.
Oh, Joe, hold yourself together, man.
He's got him! He got old Joe! Well, I ain't never seen the like!
Reminds me of my old mama's handwriting. Before that cougar took her writing hand. You're right, stranger. I'm all washed up in this town.
Don't take it so hard, partner. Say, how about I stand you to a drink?
If you'd be so kind. Barkeep, how about 2 fingers of red eye for a washed-up old mule who's lived too long?
Oh, Joe, it's a terrible shame to see a man like yourself brought down. Oh. Well, all right. 2 fingers. On the house. And sure, isn't that just the rough justice of the prairie?
I'll drink to that.
Me too.
So, what did we learn? Well, we've learned about friendship, we've learned about healthy living, and at the very least, we've learned the proper knot to use when tying a medium-sized yacht off at the harbour. I hope you've enjoyed our time together. I certainly have. More than you could possibly know. The next episode will be released when you've finally done something completely, truly good with your life. So make sure to subscribe so you'll be alerted at the precise moment that happens. I'll see you then, when the clock once again strikes Crowley time. Everything you've just heard was made by me, Tom Crowley. If you've enjoyed my offerings, please give this show a nice review on iTunes, Stitcher, or your podcast content chute of choice. Please submit all praise, questions, or complaints to @atomcrowley on Twitter. And remember, once bitten, immediately leave the massage parlor.
Yes. Oh, I love this one, yes. Kelly, could you fax this over to the Birmingham office? Great, thanks. And 2 baby Guinnesses. Fantastic. Here we fucking go. No, I understand your concern, but I need to speak to Damien at head office about it first. Okay. Oh, it's nearly 2 a.m. Oh God, I never want to go home. I feel sick.